know niggas ain't go back. I think I know you talking about. I hope you talking about that. The girl you call up the black and white, man. The original.
The Eagles are first in the NFC East, playing the Bills, who are currently second in the AFC. So who do you have winning for the Eagles versus the Bills?
Now, this is another interesting game because, listen, the Eagles are fire. I wouldn't bet against the Eagles right now at all because they know how to win games. And they've been winning a lot of good games, but it looks like they're hitting their stride right now. But at the same time, it was a different type of joy war on the Buffalo Bills. Basically last week, they came back on, they lost his finally out of the coast, and now they're looking like they're in motion. I mean, Josh Allen is on the end zone, getting everybody high five during the timeout. But he was going to his head coach, he's going to talk to the new OC. It looked like they had a new thrill to play football. And this will be interesting because I really think the Bills need this game, especially how the Dolphins are in the division. So the Bills need to win this game. Will they win the game? I'm not sure. But both teams were pretty good last week, so it'll be a good game.
Even though Ken didn't answer the question, I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Bills will win. This will be the game that, like Ken said, they need to win. And I just think that they're after proving that they belong. Sometimes you get to that place where
went on a first date, and when I opened the door, my man was at my front door, and I was like, "Oh," like right. And then he hit me with the Rico. He pulled the flowers out, and I was like, "Wow, this is different, right?" So I'm not even paying attention. I brushed past it, trying to walk down the steps.
I know Philadelphia fans will be mad at me, but right now I'm against Philadelphia. It's easy to drama. So everything.
I would like to say I did answer the question. You said everything. You said everything I said. You said, first of all, you said Kim didn't answer the question. Then you said, but like Kim said. And then the end of your whole.
You didn't say who was going to win.
I did. I said I'm going with the Eagles. But
okay. I didn't hear that.
Obviously, you didn't. At the end of your whole was the Bills. But I don't want the Philadelphia fans to be bad. So
I said I'm going against the Philadelphia fans. You didn't hear me.
But you can't go. If you want to just say the Bills, Hollow Johnson.
I learned that from OJ. OJ, he watched it and I took that game out of your bag.
Yeah, you making a pick and then you just go on and shit with the whole shit. They storm, my nigga. They stormed it.
That's how OJ did it. OJ, he gave you his own soliloquy about why they won't win, but then say the other team is going to win, so he cover all his bases.
Well, let's see the juice tomorrow.
Quick follow-up question. If the Bills don't win this game, do you see there being a lost cause?
I definitely do. I could just answer that with one statement answer. I definitely see that because after what happened last year, right, even the catastrophic thing that happened on the field, I would think the Bills would be more playing with more emotion. Like right now, they're found that emotion, like Cam said earlier, but I would think this whole year they would have devoted that to, if something happens with a person on the team. Normally, a team rallies around that. They want to win, but it's personal. Because, the timeline doesn't say he'll be around a long time, especially with that kind of thing that happens. I don't even know what to call it. But I think it's a lost cause because now the Dolphins is only going to get better. The Chiefs are going to get better.
That's what that last pretty.
Not neck and neck with, but everybody they're running against is going to get better. So the window they have this year, they won't have. And sometimes people think that because they're so close. Like, we came in second next year. No, next year you'll be number 9. Look at what you think.
You a wild nigga, man. That's what I think. You a wild nigga. Look, man. Is it over? I don't even think it's over for them this year. Because Mace didn't answer the question. And so you're saying it's over?
I said, yeah. If they don't win this year, it's over for them because every other team is going to get that.
So let me just on clear for the question, Steph. Is it win this year or win this week?
I was thinking this week. Do you feel like they're a lost?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. This week, so you're more referring to the season, right?
Oh yeah, that's referring to the season.
You was referring to next year. You start saying they'll be number 9 and all this other crazy shit, and we was only talking about this week.
I think futuristic. That's why y'all got.
I ain't mad. I knew that was coming forward. I figured the alley was coming. Yeah, Nick, you always picking your nose on the broadcast, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, Nick, that's
nasty ass nigga. Come on, man.
Nasty Nick from the garbage pail kid.
Yeah, nigga, that's nigga story and nasty nigga.
Why you blowing me up, bro? They don't know that. They don't know that. You guys know.
We make this hard to work like this, man. This is
Alright,
sexually. Get out of here, bro.
Give him the pen.
That's wild, man.
Nick.
That's looking hot. Damn, bro. Oh, he did it yesterday. I'm trying to ignore it.
And then the week before that, he got on camera naked.
Yeah, that nigga comfortable in his house, man. That
Nigga got on OnlyFans. Naked on
that nigga Nick, when he home, that nigga home, boy, he comfortable. Look, as far as it being over, look, I'm not sure if it's gonna be over for the Bills if they don't win this week. Look, we probably have about 6, depending on how many games you played already, 5 or 6 games left, and there's a lot of teams that's 6 and 5, 6 and 4, 5 and 5, 7 and 3. It only takes a 2 to 3 week turnaround for certain teams to get in the playoffs and certain teams to be out of the playoffs. If they lose today, I think their playoff chances are going to slim. But as far as it being over for them, I'm going to say no, because the Bills do have playoff experience. And if they can sneak in the playoffs and get Nate's favorite word this last couple of weeks, a wild card, I wouldn't count them out. Because of the playoff experience they have. So to answer the question, no, I'm not counting them out yet, even if they lose the game this week.
Now, the Ravens are first in their division playing the Chargers. Who do you have winning this game?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I can see that game going either way. I mean, I know the Ravens should win it, but I could definitely see that game going either way. Who would you say, Cam?
I kind of agree with you. Look, the way the football season seems, outside of the Eagles, every time you think a team has some momentum, something happens. And right now, it seems like the Ravens have great momentum. Lamar Jackson's playing good. He doesn't have any 400-yard game breaking out, but he's doing enough running-wise and passing-wise for them to win. You got Odell Beckham Jr. It's exciting for him again. Look, they're in stride, and they're looking really good. But this season, every time a team looks like they hit that stride, like I said, outside of Philly, they lose the game. So I'm going to go for the upset and say that the Chargers are going to win this game.
And just for the record, I would say the Ravens. Be more.
Okay. Browns versus Broncos. Can Russell Wilson lead his team to a win this time? What do we think?
Yeah. What you think Ohio will do with Russell Wilson? I mean, he still got good defense, so I'm going
the number one defense.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with I'm going with Sierra and Russell.
But I will say this: I'm not sure um, exactly what's the dynamic of what's going on in the locker room, but it seems like Sean Payton and Russell Wilson are starting to be on the same page, and it took them 8 or 9 weeks to get there, but it seems like they're also hitting their stride. As far as Cleveland, they have great defense. I'm not sure what these backup quarterbacks going to do, but they also look, Baltimore does lose, and they win. Now they're not in the division. So I think I'm going to go with Denver because I think they hit their stride and figure something out. And Cleveland doesn't have Deshaun Watson, so that's my pick. And I will say this: I wish that this Russell Wilson, he's been kicking ass because he said his skills fell off, and don't blame it on Sierra and everything else. Ever since that episode 3 or 4 weeks ago, he's been kicking ass. So I don't know if this is because of Sean Payton, the chemistry, the camaraderie, the brotherhood that goes on in the locker room and on the football field, or I don't know if this is Stat trying to call niggas out and niggas is like, don't try to play.
Yeah, this is on Stat. This is Stat. You gotta eat your words, Stat. You ever heard you loud and clear? So they go out there and get them touchdowns.
Yeah, first of all, Stat said, stop bringing it on Sierra. His skills have diminished, and he's not prepared as once was.
How do you feel, Stat? How do you feel this wrong, Stat?
I'm okay with being wrong because at least he's proven himself, but it's still a little bit early just because he's better for these next games. I still have to see what happens in the end. So I'm not.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Niggas could go in the 3-2 when the shoes look great and they stink it up the next 4 or 5. I think it's a small sample size. But right now, it's on you, Stat, until further notice. Russell Wilson is playing good.
Yeah. So when it is what it is, we gotta put that picture by Russell Wilson in 4-0 since that.
Well, first of all, let me tell all you Stat baby Philadelphia something real quick. Don't come in my comments with that bullshit, man. I'll tell you that right now. I'm blocking you niggas. And I don't care what you think, nigga. A couple people been in my comments talking about, y'all niggas need to stop leaning on Stat about Miami and all that. Let her like who she like. Y'all from New York, y'all from D-Rotten up there too. I'm like, D-Rotten, my nigga. I call myself and just block niggas. I say, my man, who? Why? Stop pressing her like we, like, nah, nigga, like we was leaning on her with a gun on her, like, stop liking Miami. Like, I feel like I played like 3 niggas behind. Y'all niggas tripping. You probably don't know how I play with y'all. I'm driving with y'all niggas. If it ain't no LOL or nothing behind it, I'll take it with an LOL or a laugh face emoji. If it's a no behind that, get the fuck out of here, man. We gonna play about Miami when we want to, man.
And just so they know, I'm okay with it, y'all. We're supposed to debate. We're supposed to debate, but I respect y'all for always trying to stick up for me. Okay. Moving along to the Jaguars versus the Texans. I'm going to call this the CJ Stroud versus Trevor Lawrence showdown. Who do you got?
Well, me, I'm going to go with Ohio. At the end of the day, the Texans, look, it's Ohio against Florida. What you want to do? I know it's the Texans. For your hometown. Vote for your hometown.
I got to go with CJ, but I love Jacksonville.
This is what you've been doing all morning. All morning. I got to go with this. But I love this person. Hey, man, I love you, but I got to go with you. And don't be mad at me. Yo, where did you get Chuck niggas out at? Where that nigga at? You know what, I'm bugging Sunday. You got to be different, man.
I got to be diplomatic on
Yeah. I'm not mad at you for that. But more story is, if Jacksonville loses this game, they're tied with Houston for first place. So this is a very important game for both teams. Because Houston wins, they're going to be tied for first. Jacksonville loses, it's a tie. I think Jacksonville needs to win this game so that they can be 2 games ahead of Texans in our first place. Like I said, we're winding down from the first playoffs. It doesn't matter what your record is. If you win the division, you're automatically in the playoffs. So, it's important for Jacksonville to win.
Yeah. So that means Lawrence got to let his hat.
Put your pussy in on live, I'll give you $1,000.
Trevor Lawrence, if you know, and I'm not in Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence gave the Jags hope that we never had before. We got glass. Jacksonville was doing so bad for so many years, and he finally gave us that spark. I think it's going to be a good, tough game. I think CJ Stroud's going to be able to get a lot of passes in. He's going to be a little bit closer to the Jaguars.
I think that's
What is it coming in today for the East?
And I know Nick knows. But that just says us is wild, yo. No, because you know, we and us is wild. Us hope. And then, you know, we could just, what part of Florida is y'all from? All of y'all. Both of y'all.
Yesterday about Penix, Penix is from Tampa, so it's a Florida thing. These Heisman are coming out of Florida, and the championship coming back to Florida with Carson Beck and the Dogs. It's a Florida thing,
So now the championship coming back to Florida and not Georgia. You're wild, bro. You're wild.
No, I'm saying the quarterback is from Florida, so even in Georgia. I know, but the quarterback.
Okay, so you take a quarterback from Georgia to Florida.
Yeah, he's from Jacksonville.
My bad. I misunderstood. I thought you were saying a Florida team is going to win the championship. No. My bad, I misunderstood. I don't know you guys are from Florida.
It's like CJ Stroud. It's Ohio.
Florida don't fuck with other parts of Florida. So don't feel like it's surrounding shit. You got niggas like, I'm from Dade County. Don't compare me to all the counties. They got niggas from Broward County like, I'm from Broward County. They look at me. Y'all niggas are separated. It's not togetherness like that. For y'all two, it's togetherness like that. Because it's convenient. Then go to one of these counties and ask them out another county. Fuck them niggas. It ain't like that. But the guys, y'all have fun.
Yeah, I'm just here to oversee Florida, That'll make me really mad. He's so mad. I'm here to oversee Florida.
Now you want the Bush family. Bush members, now you oversee the whole state. You the governor. It's so funny. It's wild, bro. It's a wild sport. I'm cool. Instead of we and us to New York, because I've never heard her say we.
Hometown. Like, my family is like diehard Jags fan, but me and my dad are diehard Steelers fan. It's the difference. So I can claim for the city of Jacksonville, and they love when I shout them out. I can claim it for them, but I didn't, that's where I was born. That's where all my family is. So for the Jaguars,
it's the God that started it. I ain't gonna blame you, but at the same time, you couldn't even walk when you was in Jacksonville. You ain't started in the streets when you was in Tampa. You was like Jacksonville when you was like 3.
yes, that's all it is.
come on, you should know stuff.
Yeah, that I was in Jacksonville along with you, man.
That's family. But when's the last time you been back, man? That's what my family is.
I was just there, that man. Don't mess up this thing about it, you know?
When's the last time each of one of you were in Jacksonville, actually?
In the summer. All of my family lives there. All of them.
I was just there.
Yeah, have you ever lived there? Yeah. Besides the time, yeah, you keep trying to
I lived on Castle Road. I lived there. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just know that at this point in my life, I go around not playing in Jacksonville. They're gonna be like, dang, so it's like that. You get to start doing stuff now. All of a sudden, you're not from Jacksonville, so I gotta.
Yeah, they definitely will kill you over that.
Well, look, Mason is street. What street are you from, Stan? At least he knows what street he's from.
Well, it's different. My grandparents are in Orange Park, but my mom grew up in different areas. So, like, yeah.
Wow, you don't even know what school it is.
No, I do. My mom.
You know what's crazy, mother? What you gave her DJ Kickers, now she's spinning. I said, what street? She said, well, Orange Park. For my mom. I said,
Orange Park is not a street.
No, I know it's the area. I don't know the exact street. I just get in the car when my parents go. Like, I don't know. Moving along. Steelers versus Bengals. Joe Burrow is out for the season. Do you think the Bengals can still win?
I'm not sure, man. Like I said, they had a long week, being that they played, I believe, last Thursday, so they had a long week. The rest of this week, like I said, they'll get the reps that we need. I can't say that they're going to win, but I'll tell you after this game what it looks like for them the rest of the season. As for Pittsburgh, this is another team that's sitting 6-4. If they win and Cleveland loses, they become a second place tie in the division. Well, they become tied for second place within the division. Like I said, it's a lot of teams close 1-2 games within each other, and I think we have about 6-7 weeks, depending on if we got a bye week or not left. But this game is very important for both teams. If I'm going to pick, I'm going with Pittsburgh because I don't know what the backup quarterback's going to look like. And I can tell you after the game what I think about the Bengals the rest of the season, being Joe Burrow is coming back.
Yeah, I think the Pittsburgh Tomlin coach without Bill Burrow. I think this would be like a slap in the face for him, and I think Pittsburgh definitely is going to win.
I'm hoping Pittsburgh wins, but we're in a weird situation because we did just fire our coordinator, and I think Mike Tomlin did that solely for the fact that he didn't want to mess up his winning record that he's had since being a coach. So if we lose, then that says a lot about our team, and we have a lot of rebuilding to do. I'm not going to say we're going to win it because I just don't know with the Bengals, and we just don't know how Dave Browning, which is their backup quarterback, is going to perform. But I'm hoping we come out victorious on the Steelers side, but I don't know.
You don't think they're going to beat Jake Brown?
Jake Browning?
Yeah.
Do I think? I don't know what to expect from him. I mean, same thing kind of happened with Brock Purdy when he was put in. We were like, okay, he's actually doing well, so it could be his redemption time. I don't know. So.
All I want to say is this: I know you can't see that, but he's my only witness that 2 segments in a row said we. If we gonna win, we're gonna also inside our head, OC. A lot of shit been flip-flopping around all the time. This team to that team, somebody has a lead in that team, and he lived in Oregon, he stayed in San Diego, all types of shit stacked. This shit is rubbing off on you, Paul. And you're finding excuses for every time you say this is a team and you say we. That's a beauty to wait till another segment, but it's cool.
Joe J jet lag is everywhere. OJ jet lag is everywhere.
Well, in the comments, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys think I've been spinning it up. We're gonna go to break. When we return, we will talk about Anthony Edwards to make history. Don't go anywhere. 7.5 passing touchdowns. Do you have him higher or lower?
Alright, put some respect on Jackson's name. Come on, of course he's gonna have more than that.
Hey, nigga, you said nigga that agent. Yeah, higher. Try to
Mother's love, a mother's love, killer.
say what you want to say.
Mother's love.
Everybody's seen it.
A mother's love.
I know you know that people can see you when you do this, man. You know people can
There's
see
nothing better than a mother's love, and a mother can be anything. All the black women out there, all the black mothers out there that had to be fathers, that had to be counselors, that had to be agents, that had to be big brothers, right, Stat?
Try to battle him on Sunday morning. Let him win. So, you can't win.
Odell Beckham Jr. is at 3 receptions. Do you have him higher or lower?
I'm gonna go low. They haven't really been targeting him like that. He's been having these 1 or 2 catch games and just throwing for extra 30, 40 yards after the run. I'm gonna go low.
Me too, pause. I'm gonna go low.
Okay, and Justin Herbert is at 23.5 completions. Do you have him higher or lower?
I'm gonna go higher.
Let's see. Yeah, they saying higher. I'm gonna go higher.
Okay. Make sure to download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. Let's get into Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves star believes he can be the best player in the NBA and NFL. So he believes it, but do you believe it?
He believes he could do it at a high level. He didn't just say he could be the first person to play. We think he could do it on a great level. He actually even went as far as saying he wants to pursue this after he wins a championship. So I don't know how long he got in his time schedule to win a championship. I think he's a phenomenal athlete and phenomenal player. Shout out to you, Anthony Edwards, and trying to be like Dion. I really appreciate it. But to say after you win a championship, how long do you think it is before they win a championship, Ken? The Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah.
They're not on schedule. Listen, they're looking good this year. Championship? I don't know. Listen, there's been a lot going on in sports period outside the Philadelphia Eagles looking very consistent. That anything seems like it happened. And Denver as well. You know, Denver's definitely in their way, especially when Jamal Murray is there. He's been out, but everybody's been on the West Denver until further notice. Listen, I'll say this. You know, everybody thought LeBron may play football. You know, Jerry Jones was teasing it. LeBron was teasing on IG. I remember him dunking over the goalpost saying it's going to be his first touchdown celebration and everything else. What I will say is this, that Anthony Edwards, and I don't know if you'll ever but what I say is this, is that very silly that he must be able to play in the NFL. Because one of the things in his contract, once it kicks in, his extension next year, he's not allowed to play in any other professional sports. If that's in his contract, that means he might have the ability to play in other professional sports. And the Minnesota Timberwolves don't want to spend that kind of money, and he can go out and play football and potentially injure himself and not be able to play basketball on that level. If he wasn't that, these teams know what your habits are. They have people follow you. They know what you do. They know what they're getting into before they give you this kind of money. Like Jason Williams, or he may change his name to Jay Will now. Comes out of Duke. I'm not sure if he was first player or not. Chicago Bulls get him. He's supposed to be the next coming of Michael Jordan. They give him Michael Jordan's locker. The Bulls treat him good. In his contract, he gets his money except for if anything happens to him on a motorcycle. Now, how is this in the contract? If in his contract he can't play other professional sports, his contract says if anything happens to you pertaining you on a motorcycle, you will not get your money. And that's what happened. That's how he ended his career in a motorcycle accident. I actually seen him crying about it on ESPN a few times during commentary when he was on a particular show. So that was really tough for him. But back to Anthony Edwards, if he wasn't good enough to play in any other professional sport, that wouldn't be in his contract. Because you got to think about it. Imagine him saying, yo guys, I'm going to go try out for the NFL. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, go try out for the NFL. See how that works out for him. No, for this to be in his contract, I think it's very much serious that he can play professional sports, whether it be NFL or something else. I'm not sure what else he was doing coming out of college, but this is very serious. This is a contract. Secondly, I don't know if it ever happened if he has to win a championship to do it, especially with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Not saying he can't do it, it just doesn't look scheduled anytime soon.
Yeah, he played football growing up until he switched over to basketball. And one of the things you can look for, like in all of the Georgia athletes, that's why I was able to ask that guy about track. One of the guys that, like most of the guys that are very fast, I mean, it's common sense, they were also probably track athletes. But when you see somebody explosive like Anthony Edwards, LeBron, AI, all of them have a football background. That's where their vertical comes from a lot of times. So I think they already knew that, just like you said, and that's why they put that in the contract.
Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniels explains the story of how he met his wife. So when he used to coach another team, one of his running backs was dancing with a girl, and he told the player, listen, you're not dancing with her anymore or you're not playing with this team next year. Then McDaniels starts dancing with her, and eventually 4 years later, they are now married. So thoughts on him sharing that story and just the meeting to begin with?
You talking about using your power, boy, like, at a time like this, that's not a good story. Niggas using their power to take girls and... Yo, how much hating is that, killer? Or is it just, I got a better plan for her? Which one is...
Nah, that shit is so wild ass hating because, now look, what if the GM tells you that while you dancing with her?
Yeah, you're right.
You ain't gonna dance with her no more, you fired tomorrow. It trickles down.
Yeah.
You trickle down.
Right.
It trickles down. What I take from her is I go back to the movie Scarface. He don't want to fuck with the help. Oh, whoever's the next match up, he might leave you for the GM, might leave the GM for the owner. Listen, this girl left the running back because he said, yo, you ain't playing, nigga. I don't dance with her. Now you have kids with her. It's fucked up on her part as well. I'm going to say both of them is wild. But I think that's wild, sucker shit that coach did that. Now, look, sometimes it works out. It is what it is. I don't know how true the whole James Harden, Kelly Oubre story is, but if it is, it ain't coaching and players, kind of player to player, but hey, sometimes it works out. They build a family.
What do you think about?
As far as the original hate, yeah, hate cutthroat, sucker shit, motherfucking threaten your job and take the grip. Yo, it's what?
And another thing is this. You got to think about moving forward when he marries her, when that player comes back over. Does he think he still got a shot? And she was dancing with me.
But a lot of weak men is they want their woman.
Thinking about it at this point. This wasn't had to disrupt management, ownership. Everything. He probably was
But my dogs are one alert, Captain.
Don't just take my shorty, bring it to the games and tell me I'm not playing or that. But we don't even know about the situation where he threatened.
I think the best thing.
Unless he stopped dancing, we don't know what happened with either. He might not have been getting no ball. She might have been real, a lot of fucking mental torture. You don't know. You gotta dig deeper into the story to find out how this played out. Yeah.
It'll be fun next time.
Moving along to the Spurs, although they've gotten
And I know you've been too good for me.
they have lost 11. How do you feel about that?
You gotta stop building these people up. And, this is what the NBA been doing for years. The league says, I'm watching basketball. And it used to be dope because the stars would always show up when they needed to show up. And also every day. Like, when you advertise it, I hate doing this shit because I remember they did to me and I was like, yeah, they sound old. But I'm just helping because I see it. When the NBA markets is a spectacular event. Michael Jordan, spectacular event. Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, spectacular. The Pistons, spectacular. John Morant. When you tell me you got John Morant, you tell me you got Zion. LeBron James when he came, Carmelo Anthony. They promote these stars, and you anticipate wanting to see the stars. So when you got Zion out for over 100 games in 3 seasons, it's disappointing. When you got John Morant, he's injured from time to time, and then you start the game a year off with a 25-game suspension is disappointing. And a lot of people want to come see these stars. Back to the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama is not. I say anybody else was not. Injuries achieving the game. He's just not living up to that superstar quality that we were expecting.
Truth of the game is true to the game and for running plays.
Punch this shit to the third row. Like, yo, why is Gary Payton Jr. punching this shit to the third row? Then a lot of times he's looking lackadaisical. I'm not sure if he's getting burnt out early to the point where I said, yo, what's going on? Before the game, Pop was there, just have fun, don't be too much stress. But then, middle of the game, I think Pop's using a lackluster performance. And I'm not talking about number one, I'm talking about effort-wise. Effort looked lackluster. And it's like I said, I don't know how they play in Paris or where he played at before this, but you could tell his effort is not there night in and night out for me. Not to be the superstar they're trying to make him be.
Yeah, you made a lot of great points, especially the lackluster attitude. I think it's a difference for Wemby of being a hunted. Like when he was in the Paris League or wherever he was playing, he was more so the person hunting the NBA. Now that he's in the NBA, he's the hunted. He's the person that everybody wants to make their best game against. They want to show that he doesn't belong. And I think he got to switch his mentality. Another thing that I saw with them losing 11 games, it's only 3 of those teams that they should have beat. They lost to, I got the list here, they lost to the Nuggets. I mean, they're about to lose to the Nuggets, so that's going to make it 12 in a row. But since then, they lost to the Warriors, the Clippers twice, the Kings, the Thunder, the Heat, the Timberwolves. Nobody they should have beat in that list. They shouldn't have beat the Pacers, not even the Knicks. You could say they should have beat the Raptors or probably the Grizzlies, but other than that, they were not supposed to win any of those games. So
I think that would be an unrealistic expectation of him, especially with the team that's on his roster. Now, who knows? They make a three-way trade and get Jordan Poole over there. They might be talking about something.
Yeah, I think is pretty much the team they shouldn't be. But effort is another thing for me. Just showing a lack of effort. Like I said, I haven't seen all the games you named, but against Golden State, it was terrible. It was really terrible.
And lastly,
And he had about